Hello, I'm Carl Stabe, and today I have Sarah Loretta of Unmute. I'm so excited because we just did the full interview, and now you're going to give your 5 minute system. What's your 5 minute system you'd like to share today?
Yeah, my 5 minute system is my fake employee called Lizzie Benson. She actually got started because I had a client who wouldn't pay me. And I had a friend who, was like, well, I have a fake accountant. And I'm like, what do you mean you have a fake accountant? And it started as an email alias in my email account in Gmail where I would send invoices and, legal kind of language to clients through this person. And over about the initial build was like 4 months, but over the course of like 9 months to a year is really where Lizzie became a household name. A lot of people know Lizzie in my audience because I've integrated her so deeply into all of my work. So I'm a solopreneur. I don't have a team. I have really no interest in hiring for work that can be automated. And so throughout all of this time, I thought, well, what else could Lizzie do? If people are responding to paying invoices just by a different name than mine on an email, maybe there's some weight to having another name in the business. And so, what Lizzie does now, she's custom built in Zapier. So, she is pre AI agent. I want to make that very clear. She is not what we now know as AI agents, but she is built through a series of Zaps that I've custom built that some of them have OpenAI built into them to kind of help craft her language. Maybe I can do those with AI agents now, but it is all built on a 48 emoji system that then triggers this work. So, a great example of that is if, let's say, a sale comes in for my mastermind. It sends a notification to Slack. I use the money bag emoji, which triggers Lizzie to update my finances. So that's just one simple task there. So I'm not having to manually enter in my revenue and things like that. Because as a creator, we all know you have revenue not just from invoices, you've got affiliate, you've got, sales on Stripe, you've got all these different things. And there's literally not a tool that tracks all of this. Like that does not exist in the world. So that's one thing. But then with my clients, Lizzie is first and foremost, I use Circleback for my AI note taker, and you can customize the bot that is in your calls. And so Lizzie's headshot and her name is in every single call that I have. And so clients, sales leads, anybody knows Lizzie exists from the jump. And her title is AI assistant, project assistant, AI project
Mhm.
assistant, whatever. And so people know from the jump, clients, I tell them, hey, I have, this AI assistant. This is what she's a part of. So when they sign on, she is actually the one onboarding every single client. So she sends the contract, she sends the invoices, she sends the onboarding, she adds all of the project management dates to my calendar. Then she creates the Slack channel and invites the client and sends a welcome message. So there's all these things that Lizzie does that are repeatable tasks for me. And, when we think about it, I'm very focused on client experience. And so for me, I have built Lizzie so that regardless of however much a client is paying me, 500, 5,000, 50,000, whatever, every single person gets the exact same experience through, onboarding, offboarding, and Lizzie's the face of that. So
I
that's
love
that's
that.
my AI assistant. That's Lizzie in all her glory.
That's awesome. And I love that, it's just a system, right? Like okay, money comes in. And yes, now that th- their AI can do even more of that workload, which is probably you don't even need to tag it. AI can tag it, and as you teach it, and it will kind of run through a lot of those steps for you, which is so fascinating of where things are going. But I love that because I think so many people don't think about what they can do to really say, okay, well, this is just a bunch of text that comes in. This is how I can have Zapier notice these things or pull this out. And then you then reply with an emoji. And then that goes into this next set of zaps that does all these different things. And I love that because it's like, oh, like now I'm freed up to once again be there with people versus having to go through these things yourself. And
Yeah,
that is where Unmute came from, right? Because you're like,
mhm,
yes, I'm an ambivert. I want to be close to people. How can I do more of that versus having to just click all these buttons or review all these reports or whatever it is?
exactly. And
Yeah.
two, it allows me to run my community any day of the week and clients not have to wait on me to be back at my desk to send them next steps. And I never want, specifically in client onboarding, I never want a client to email me and say, okay, what's next? Like all of that should just be taken care of. And if you're saying
Yeah.
the same thing to every single client, why are you doing it manually? You should just
Yep.
automate the process, you know?
Yeah. And it's more consistent. You get better output on that back end. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
we could nerd out all day about this. I
We
love it.
could.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks you for coming on the podcast. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. This was fun. We got to riff more often.